Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian own, not to control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 501. We always want to say thank you to everybody that tunes in live, and for everybody that's heard that greeting before. We always appreciate everybody for tuning in, getting the replay, or in multiple episodes. So this is definitely going to be a great one. This is 501, the Vault episode 501, 2023 H2 Market Sentiment Report. We always appreciate everybody that hits the like and the subscribe button to keep the channel growing, especially in the replay listeners. So always appreciate everybody. Just to let you all know, we're literally getting ready to go into our next workshop here, ladies and gentlemen. So just be ready here. So we definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. This is 2023 Market Sentiment Report. Hit the like and subscribe as we get into the episode. Here we go. Market Sentiment Report. So did we just get through the recession? Because GDP was stronger in the second quarter than it was in the first quarter. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the 2023 H2. We're going into the second half of the year now. And where are we in the marketplace? Oh, it's a bull market. It's a bear market. Well, sure, we can't call it. But as we go through right now, we can see that, well, some companies have grew. Some companies haven't. Appreciate Sacramento for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate Sacramento for tuning in live, listening to replay. That's Sacramento, California. So appreciate Sacramento, California for tuning in live, listening to replay. So here we go. We're going in the second half of 2023, and what are we gonna do? They said it was supposed to be a recession 2 quarters ago. They said it was supposed to be a recession a year ago, and it is no recession. So we get to laugh about it at the vault because they can't do that now because they get ready to go into an election cycle. So we already know that side of the window. No one's going to try to leave the house in shambles. The house hasn't been left in shambles through a few administrations now. So we're going to have a good conversation today about the market sentiment, even about the previous 2 quarters, because the previous 2 quarters were supposed to be a drudge, and we see the upside. Sometimes maybe you're 2 months behind the market or 2 months before the market, but nevertheless, we're doing the 2023 H2 Market Sentiment Report today. So appreciate everyone for tuning in live, listening to replay. Feel free to type into the chat where you're tuning in live, where you're listening to replay from. We're going to hop straight into this. So here we go. One of your favorites' favorite is falling out of glory. If we were to go look at a Tesla right now, we're not endorsing any of these companies, not financial advice. We're just as good as your good old friend, the name of Gemma Kramer. If anyone can just sit on some type of wave and talk, well, fine. It's not about talking. It's actually about knowing things. And so, sure, some of these guys we all know what's going on. We have the access to the information. So if we want to hop into what a Tesla has fell off of saving grace, or is it on the roaring 20s again, we're going to see. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, what does Tesla have to do with you anyways in your portfolio? Are you holding it? And this is what it comes down to. Most people, are they holding Tesla in their portfolio? They love to hate this company here. Oh man, I want to get one, or they don't want to get one. Okay, here we go with that conversation. Alrighty, market is up, but guess what? The market cap's under $1 trillion. They fell out of saving grace. So we don't need to sit here and just ask, well, where is this company that's supposed to be a great giant? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not denying that it's not a giant. This company's doing what all companies are doing, having to grow and present value. Well, let's hop over. We're going to stay in tech because right now, ladies and gentlemen, the tech behemoths are out here. They're pretty much your computer, they're your cell phone, they're making all your products. What more can you ask for? The H2 2023 H2 market sentiment report is sharing with individuals that the market right now is what we would like to call over at the vault stagflation. We would like to coin that already. We know we're in a stagflation era. If the stagflation stays at anything above their target price of 2% when it comes to interest rates, then we definitely see stagflation persisting. You could see 4 to 6% stagflation. Right now, you don't want to sell your house. You could buy a house for 9%. 9% sounds ugly to a lot of people. That will probably discourage some middle class buyers out of the market if their credit is not incredible. If you see a anything above a 9%, don't be shocked. We are in that era right now. We are in the era that you might see the gift and the gaff of individuals getting gift and gaff on interest rates. Oh, I'm gonna get this interest, or I'm gonna do the market rate arm, or whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen. These are things that people are out here talking about. So we're gonna talk about it. Once again, we said this is not financial advice, not legal advice, but we're gonna have these conversations because this is the conversation of the day. Well, what companies can operate out here without having cash flow? These tech companies can operate without cash flow. Can your company operate without cash flow? No. So how can companies operate without cash flow? Well, that used to be free money. That was when the money was at zero. See, they had the interest rates at zero. They had the interest rates at less than 2%. Definitely. Now they're above 4%. So now we're seeing a transition in the marketplace for sure where people now they didn't get hit out with the Fed. The Fed they're at maybe what 4 or 5 points at this point. We can go check the Fed interest rate right now. This is on the 29th of the 2023 uh, Fed interest rate, and we're right here where it's at right now. They say as of June it's 5.25. I mean, you don't cause a recession by going into higher interest rates necessarily. And we're not the all and be all of financial information or to quote it, but ladies and gentlemen, this right here is light compared to 5 years. Think about if you only had 1% for the past 5 years. You have to do these things nominally because the country is going at such an incredible rate. The economies are growing at such an incredible rate right now. These are post pandemic dollar spending again. You may see 2023 H2 market sentiment, people go on a roar because travel is back. So the market is saying, do you want to see high oil prices? Well, there has been a gap that has been plugged in the oil market, if you want to say, just because there are countries that saying they don't want to supply the market. They see that there's going to be a roar in the travel. There's going to be a roar in these things, and we're going to see that over the next 60 days. So where are we, ladies and gentlemen? Where is the market? The market is saying, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing what is this, a bull market right now? Where this is a baby bull, when the bull when it comes out, it's a baby. That's where we are, ladies and gentlemen, in this particular market, from what we can see over at the vault. This is one of those markets where if your head's not still screwed on tight, this can be a market that can be very disturbing because it can be very calm at times. When we look at the volatility of the market, we can definitely see that going towards this election cycle, you're going to see volatility definitely spike. You're going to see definitely that come in. But outside of that, we definitely don't see it. Just it's so much to take in, ladies and gentlemen. And when we talk about the second half right now, we can talk about the first half because the first half was supposed to be a wash, and it wasn't a complete wash where they had consecutive quarters of growth. And so, because they've had consecutive quarters of growth in a PMI market that has literally been slumping, but they had second quarter of GDP growth, is literally where are we right now? This is called stagflation. This is called maybe what they dealt with in the 70s and the 80s. If it was a strong labor market, right now, this is one of the most strongest labor markets. The Fed is upset only at one individual right now. the labor market. We have to talk to the Fed directly. We know what they are. People somehow are able to pull out the stops of capital and keep going when one gap gets blown away, when one hole gets blown into their ship, when one financial woe or stress comes in, they find another way. Maybe this is the new gig society in the United States. Maybe that saves it. The Ubers. Maybe Uber does have a utility play now. Maybe these other companies do have a utility play. Why? Because they're providing those supplemental incomes for people to go on vacations. We found plenty of people that they drive just to go on vacation money. So the market is there, it's prime. Maybe for those type of companies. But oh no, we got other companies that are trying to do password, not no password sharing anymore, and think they're gonna survive in the marketplace. They're gonna end up like Blockbuster. Watch. And you guys got it's interesting to see the market, ladies and gentlemen, when we see the market nowadays. It blows your mind because you wonder, okay, companies like this company right here, we're gonna pull up here in the modern day era. This company might be half a billion or half a trillion already. Okay. Wow. Uber Technologies. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. This company's worth 89 billion. Netflix is worth more than this. How is Netflix worth more when this company's providing jobs? This is literally saving the economy. People are utilizing this service for microservices. It's like the other company. What's the other company that provides? What's that company? That they provide, like, they deliver food to your house and stuff like that, and they use the apps and things like that. You all can type it into the chat, but you all know, if you're listening, you're pretty much up on the technology right now in the states. There's these applications you can use to order things, food. It's almost like Amazon. You can just order food. You can order these different things through these websites, and they come directly to your door. The market sentiment is tech heavy in the United States. A lot of people know this, but are they practicing it? We're going to look up another one, and then we're going to go ahead and go into the sentiment report. Netflix worth 191 billion right now on the public market. So ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the second half of the year, we're talking about these big companies. Are they just going to rip the belly out of America again? Are you going to be a part of ripping the belly out of America? No one wants to say you're going to rip the belly out of America. What do you think Google is? It's a search engine. It's one of the top search engines in the States. It's like a Microsoft. These are our American blue chip companies, but they're really white collar companies. And we know what they're doing with that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the roaring 20s right now. We've already said this at the marketplace over here at the vault. Even if we're going through the roaring 20s, and we're going past the roaring 20s into stagflation, well, it seems like America's getting better over here. What do you mean it's getting better? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there was supposed to be a recession. There isn't one because the market had pent up money. They tried to outwit the American. Oh, the American consumer, this. They're trying to say that the American consumers hold up the market. How can the American consumer hold up the market if they're not working for either small businesses or working for big businesses? But big businesses have been laying people off. So are we seeing more work through the work hire, the temp share work market? Yes. Will we continue to see that? Yes. Oh, I could travel and do my work. Oh, that's how they want to talk about it? We're going to see. When you're in different time zones and now your company's demanding that you be in the office 4 days, or you're out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 H2 market sentiment report. We're going into maybe a slow July. If the market wants to rip in July, just think about this. We still got to go through creaky old August. And that's when the officers want to be out there on vacation, traveling, playing golf. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see what July brings and August brings. And we're going to go into a maybe a quiet August. And into September, we might see the roaring 20s light up again. But as it stands right now, we want to see, what does the market really want to see? The market wants to see strong depth and breadth of strength in, whether it's what, consumer spending, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, CPI is not coming in hot. The PMIs aren't coming in hot. Oh, well, what's coming in hot? GDP just came in hot. GDP just came in higher than the PMIs. So where are you? Where are you in your growth in your family estate? Is it 2% better than the market? 2% better than the world? 2% better than you were last quarter, last month? This is the trustee conversations that we're having already in the private sector, because we understand what that GDP report just means for the marketplace today. We understand what that means. That means it's no time to sit on your ammo. People sit on their ammo when they're not confident. But when you're confident, you pour more ammo in. Are you going to pour more ammo in? Right now, we're ending June, going into 4th of July. This might be one of the strongest 4th of July spendings ever in history. And someone may doubt it. But that's fine. But the second half, this might be the first 4th of July where people have spent time with their family in 2 or 3 years. Traveling for 2 or 3 years to these places they haven't gone in 2 or 3 years. We're going to get the revenge travel now. It's already happened in the Northeast and in the hemisphere of the West, where just traveling delays. And these companies are roaring right now. So if you were in low, as the fools say, and you don't buy high, then you're going to make a lot of appreciation. The only thing is what's your strategy? Are you buying and holding? How long are you holding? Are you going to trim some off the top before August gets here? And then when August comes around, we're sitting through a slow August, and you're like, oh man, I'm feeling the August crunch. Why? Because they want to keep trimming the top. We're just trimming the top. Nothing goes straight up. We're trimming the top. But ladies and gentlemen, we can definitely say we could call some major players out this year that are going to win major, and we would like for you to, and your family to win. So when it comes to trustee training, we're going to go ahead and gear for either the 12th or the 13th. The 13th, it might be saved up for a different group of people other than the internet, but the internet may be allowed to come to the 12th event. So August the 12th, we know we have a bunch of listeners that listen to the vault that want to come to the workshops, and so this is going to be once again a workshop, private workshop, and we'll release all those details here. Just feel free to reach out, Christian@trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian@trustchristian.com. We appreciate you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay, holding you here right now, doing it. Appreciate you. And so here we are, 2023 Market Sentiment Report, 2023 H2 Market Sentiment Report, because the second half, is it going to be a slowdown? You think we're going to see a slowdown in GDP in the second half of 2023? No, we're not. We're going to see the Roaring Twenties kick off again, like it is right now. And it's interesting because this was when it's supposed to be one of those years that they tried to call down in the slump again. It's almost like they called 23 and then it wasn't 23. They tried to call 22, it wasn't 22. When we say they, we're talking about traditional public news media giving you the narrative of, oh, well, the market is going to go in a slump. Like, the market is composed of different companies. As soon as AI hit, companies literally doubled in value. So how are you going to say that, oh, well, we got this market pinned down? And so the market hasn't been pinned down. There's actually been a boom in capital in the market, and we can see whether you say market capital has been flatlined, ladies and gentlemen, Private equity is moving right now. Money is moving right now. There is no, oh, the money's not moving. The money is moving, ladies and gentlemen. It's moving. So since the money is moving, the market sentiment report is we got to get in into action. And once again, when you're confident, you're going in. You're not sitting back on your ducks. And this is the issue. Do you have gunpowder right now? Do you have dry powder right now? This was where the market is pretty placid, and we can see that. When you look at the market right now, it's literally placid. No doubt about it. But oh, they're gonna say it's going up. And sure, the market's roaring because there are tech companies that are back at it again. What more are we missing? So consumer spending. Are people going out and buying new clothes still? We can look at some companies that we've been looking at, and once again, they haven't been roaring. They've been pretty flat. Clothing. That's not been a roaring roar. It's not roaring right now. Travel is booming. People are wanting to move around. We can literally give reporters a lot of the companies that we're looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we can record this history right now on this recording, and we will let you know that pretty much everything we say is going to happen. Why? Because we have a good pulse on the marketplace at the vault. Just look at the market right now. We didn't say it was going to be a recession. We said what recession months ago. We didn't, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. It ain't going to be no goddamn recession. Why? Because GDP just grew. Because credit is expanding. Credit has to expand right now. They don't want a credit crunch. You don't want a credit crunch, do you? No one wants a credit crunch, right? Right. And we actually put out there the other day that banks are the most solid they've ever been. So this might be the best time for you to go get some money. And somebody's going to sit here and tell you, oh, no, don't go get the money. You're thinking too positive. Oh, yeah. So what do you think money's doing right now? Money has to move. But oh, no, no. What's the mindset towards the money and the capital and how it's being allocated into what projects? Once again, we literally are looking at pitch decks on a daily. Are you looking at pitch decks? Are you able to analyze markets? Do you see that? Are you able to analyze markets? Oh, wow. Well, we're here to say we're not here to be Captain Save a Day for the next 6 months. We're just sharing with you a good sentiment of where the market is right now. What was the guy, Bernard Arnault? So he owns, this gentleman owns pretty much LV. He owns pretty much a lot of luxury brands. So a lot of the luxury brands, LVMH and these companies are under this individual. He overtook being the richest man for a quick second here. So we get to see the value of what the marketplace wants. It was a high demand for luxury goods. Whether we know it or not, we are in a posh era. We are in a Baroque era, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a renaissance of art and luxury. That is a fact, ladies and gentlemen. The second half of this year is going to be a strong luxury and travel demand. Why would it not be there, ladies and gentlemen? You can see people are either going to go take a trip or they're literally buying there's this resilient worker class and specifically higher income earners. They're literally just spending on luxury goods, designer goods. You literally Pharrell, shout out to Pharrell, Pharrell literally is with one of these companies now, and so he's gonna be able to solidify himself as a better than Virgil, and literally put himself in a position where consumer brands, those particular consumer brands, are gonna be sold to a consumer market that literally is $1 trillion market for consumers. And this is where we are in America, ladies and gentlemen, as black people. If you're black in America, Bernard Arnault is going to be the richest. See, he may not need to be black. Bernard Arnault has all of those companies that one group of people can support those companies. They do support those companies, those luxury brands. When they go and look into the numbers and they say, oh, who's the largest consumer base of these products right here? Per capita, per people. The black Americans. Oh, wow. They literally support multi-billion-dollar brands, over $30 billion, $60 billion. Of course. Of course. $1 trillion consumer base. Market sentiment. The market sentiment says, where are your pockets? Some people say, oh, well, why do you have to say it like that? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the market was supposed to be going backwards. It's not. The companies that are making your cell phones, the companies that are making your what else are we calling it? Your computers, they're not going backwards. The companies that are making these cars that are electric, oh, I want an automatic car so it can self-drive me around in a first world country. Okay, this is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the age of the Jetsons, and aren't we blessed to have seen it? Because the market sentiment says there might be a chip that you can put next to your head and then you can take your phone calls. Sounds like Bluetooth. Then they got the Apple Watch. Apple's actually dominating right now. We can see them in their market presence. We're not saying bet on them, but you can take a look at them. These are one of these companies. We were talking to one of our peers the other day. There's called PaaS, PaaS, product as a service. And then there's SaaS, software as a service, SaaS. So you just got to look into these things, ladies and gentlemen, when we look at who's going to dominate the marketplace. Is it going to be PaaS? Is it going to be SaaS? SaaS is held up, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the era of you got to be a coder. You got to know the DNA of the internet. And if you're not, then you're moving into some type of stronghold business, international market business. Some people say, oh, the marketplace is competitive. Well, it sounds like there's a lot out there for people to get. GDP just grew, ladies and gentlemen, despite whatever me and you think. That doesn't mean that, oh no, the housing market's in the trash. Let's talk about it. We're going into the second half. We got an audience listening. Appreciate Mississippi for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate Mississippi for tuning in live, listening to replay. Feel free to type into the chat where you listening live, listening to replay. Definitely hit the like and subscribe for us in the like and the replay. We always appreciate all the likes and the subscribes in the replay. Here we go. 2023 H2 market sentiment report for the housing market. Oh wow, the housing market, it was supposed to be a recession. The market for the housing market was supposed to be a recession. Oh really? So where is the housing market? Do y'all want us to look into it? We jumped onto it about earlier this month. It's been on a tear for actually the past 30 days. If you all look at it, just when you look at new home builds, the permits were up for sure. So that's where you know the market is definitely growing. When we look into the permits, we were really seeing that that they're growing, period. And so since we see that, that was strong confidence that someone needs to get in there and tackle one of these companies. We got a young guy in there. He got in there and he got us on the play early. And so we're actually seeing the upside right now of one of those plays for sure over at the vault for sure. And that's because, when you're in tune with the market, you can kind of hear, okay, that report, even though it's a lagging indicator, even these PMIs, it's been dismal for the past few PMIs, ladies and gentlemen. When we look at, let's just go into it, what is this? So when we looked into the PMIs, ladies and gentlemen, we really saw that there was, obviously there's been some dismal reports that have come out in the past few past few months. So, we're going to bring them up right now to okay, even the services. We'll look into the services here in a second, but okay. Okay, so we didn't get June yet. Exactly. We're going to get June here because we're not due with June. So even in the past 2 or 3 months, it's been pretty bad. It's definitely been pretty bad at its lowest point, but we've made it out of the pain points, ladies and gentlemen. The PMI for even the manufacturing, anybody could say, oh man, it's been a low one. Well, we're out of that. That GDP just bolstered confidence across the board. Will we see interest rates continue to go up? It's only remain to be seen. We honestly think at the Vault that the interest rate hikes will be a little stymied real quick. Very quickly here, we'll see less than a 25. We'll see a 25 basis point hike, but we may not see that for an extended period of time. And even if we do, it's only to put alcohol on the wound. It's only to put alcohol on the wound to cleanse the wound. So services PMI came in not too bad. Sure. Was it the lowest it's ever been? No. So right now, can we see consumer confidence? Of course. Do we see consumer confidence? Yes. Why? Literally look at the market right now. The market is telling you all that there are people that are traveling. They're telling you people that are buying these fast food services. So it sounds like people are out and about, right? They outside. And when it's cold outside, that's what they say, and they want to say it's outside, right? 2023 H2 market sentiment report. The housing market is not cold outside. It ain't cold outside for the housing market right now. The housing market, they're out here, boom, they're out. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we talk to people in certain jurisdictions and major cities where the rental market is at a 90 plus percent capacity. It's tough to get a rental place because the market is saturated. People are willing to still spend high prices for these rents. So what makes you think, if you think that the market is going to be cold outside? It's not going to be cold outside. It's going to be hot outside this year. It's already been hot outside this year. It's been a heat wave going through quite a few places in the world. And what do you think oil prices are going to do? If they put a cap on the oil prices, what do you think the prices are going to go? Or do you think they're going to go down? When people are trying to travel this summer. It's not even pure summer yet. But 4th of July is about to prove how much the gas prices are. So let's go look at the gas prices here. We're just going to go look at them. Let's go look at some American, gas prices. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the marketplace right now. Oh, last year we wanted the oil companies to not get to make all the money. That's what the whole liberal left side right now is putting out. Really? We're going to make sure that we cut the oil prices to make sure that they don't get the 30 billion that they made over the past year, or with that one company, or we're not going to let them do that. What do you mean? Who? You? The who? The government? You going to stop the oil company from raising the prices because countries that are outside of our control are putting caps on the oil that you guys do business with, that have contracts with? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, people don't even want to know how fast the consumer pricing has been spending. You guys, if you're a consumer, you've been spending. You've been spending since Christmas. It's just been at a slower rate. Exactly. So, oil right now in America, hey, it's at the 70. What do you want to see, ladies and gentlemen? Do you want to see it go back to, let's see, 86? Y'all want to see it go to 86? You want to see it go to 83? Oh no, I don't want to see oil go to 83. I don't want to see oil go to 76. Well, right now we got oil at 70. So you don't think oil's going to go to 76? By summertime? You sitting around your house? You think the oil's not going to go to 76? That's fine. We can see the sentiment. People don't want to sit here and say, oh man, it's not going to be a booming summer. What are you talking about? Go look at the travel stocks. They're sharing with you what type of summer it's going to be. It's already pre-pandemic flight books. Pre-pandemic booked out for the rest of the year. Where are you at? Where's the market at? The market is saying, well, if you got an internet-based business, you might be making some money. Or maybe you're not. Market sentiment says, ladies and gentlemen, the vote's moving in the right direction. We understand where the market is going internationally and nationally. It's moving on, ladies and gentlemen. No, that year is behind us, and you got to look beyond that year, 2020, and move on into 2023 full fledged now, as the market is demanding that you put your best foot forward and become a user based approach. And we've been sitting around some young, talented minds recently, and it's very important to be diversifying your intellect and skill set base with technology products that are at the cutting edge right now. If you are at the cutting edge of technology, ladies and gentlemen, you are at the cutting edge of dollar bills, y'all. You know, it's a hard thing for somebody to realize. Somebody may say, oh, why do I need to integrate technology heavily into my business right now? Because at this point, if you're not integrating these technological tools, think about how fast this bubble. This is going to be bigger than crypto. And no doubt about it. Crypto is dog. That's what it is. Some people say, what do you mean it's the dog? Ladies and gentlemen, it was supposed to be a blockchain technology that could overtake a ledgering system that is antiquated. And you think the American system is antiquated if you do think that. Ladies and gentlemen, the federal system and the banking system is not antiquated in the respect of international markets. The international markets are not as efficient as the American markets. The American markets are very efficient. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. It's about the efficiency of the market, ladies and gentlemen. The American market's paying. They got people wanting to come to America. They got people wanting to come to, go to those major cities, contribute to those companies, those small businesses, those mid-sized businesses, those large businesses. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The marketplace is demanding that you be on your business right now. Take advantage of everything that you see, ladies and gentlemen. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, it's Christian at trustchristian.com. We're doing trustee training for a few trustees. It's really awesome when you get a group that slows through, because we only deal with a certain number each quarter. And you get that group that you just say, oh man, this group's going to be better than the last. And they are. And it's always good to see, the group of people that you end up coming in contact with. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening, replay. It's Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. We thought we did definitely a good report on the market. We didn't want to go into too many companies, but as you can see, we hopped around from different industries. We gave a good consensus of what we see at the vault for the second half of the year. We don't see anything fall back. If you see anything fall back, it's fourth quarter, just because it may have a strong fallback. But if not, then we just see a strong Q3. Q3 is roaring right now. If we see a lag in Q3, it's in that August month. And so we those are the traditional months anyways that you see those things. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a market where the market is demanding that we grow, period. There's no way around it, ladies and gentlemen. It's demanding that we grow. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody for tuning in live and listening to replay.